Hi team, I am absolutely so excited to have a very special guest for our team call tonight. Because of scheduling purposes, what I have going on and what's going on with Tarah, we had to record this call a day before, but we are so thankful that you are here. She has some awesome things to share with us, so sit back. Oh, let me introduce Tarah a little bit better. So Tarah is my coach's coach. She is a superstar diamond coach. She's been coaching forever. She was able to retire her husband from the military early, bring him back from war so they could have safety, so that she's basically built her dream life on that vision that she wanted her family together forever, no exception. So Tarah is somebody I've always admired. In fact, I was able to go on a retreat with her when I was a newbie kind of emerald coach, dabbling my toe in the business, and she intimidated the heck out of me because she was just, but I've gotten to know her very well, and she literally is no different than you or I. She's just been working harder and longer than us, and that is literally the only difference. So we can all be Tarah Carr. So Tarah, please, thank you for being with us tonight.
Thank you. You are so sweet, and I loved having you at the retreat. I remember when we were there, you know, Adam and I, he is a former Green Beret, so he'll never get rid of those operator instincts, and he likes to read people, and then he'll come back to me and be like, this person's going to do this, and this person's a great person. And you were one of those people where he was like, she's smart. He was like, she's going to go really far in this. And so it's been really cool to watch you since the retreat, just completely take off and evolve in your own leadership and, you know, own the emerald qualities that you have and just be rocking with it. So thank you so much for the intro. I wanted to talk to you guys about a couple things tonight. So we have a fun little announcement that we're going to make at the end of the call, so stay tuned because you're not going to want to miss the opportunity that you guys will have, every single person on this call. But I want to talk to you about a couple things first. So early on in my business, I was in Japan. So I am completely across the world from my sponsor, whom I met off of YouTube. So we didn't really have calls. The time scheduling conflicted for her, and I just found myself being like, what am I going to do? Like, how am I going to build this business? Like, I have no idea what I'm doing. And I'm sure a lot of you can relate where you're like, are my posts even making sense? Like, nobody's liking them. It's crickets right now. Like, am I making a difference? But I had to just tell myself every day that I'm making a difference, I'm making a difference, and just keep doing it. But one thing that really helped me was setting goals. And it was, for me in the beginning, rank goals, because I didn't know anything else. And so I would set a goal for myself to be diamond, but I wouldn't just say, okay, I'm going to go diamond. I would tell that to everybody that would even listen to me that wanted to be a part of my team, as I'm like, hey guys, let's go and be a diamond team. Let's be a 2-star team. Let's be a 5-star team. Like, eventually, let's be a 15-star team. Like, let's do this, because we are representing how strong the military is out here right now. Like, we're representing this small business thing that, you know, we want to do for our families. So let's just do it together. And a really cool thing happened when I set those goals out to my team is that everyone really rallied behind my why. And the times that I didn't think I could do this business, or I didn't think I was smart enough, or I didn't think that I was organized enough, or whatever it was, they would remind me and be like, Tarah, stop talking yourself out of this. We're bringing Adam home. So put your coach cap back on, because we've got to bring him home. Like, we've got to do this. And they were reminding me of my own why on the days that I doubted myself. And so one of the really cool things in my business that I'll never forget is the first year that we were an elite team. And it meant so much more to me, honestly, than 15-star, because to be an elite team means your team has to be consistent all year long. It means that you have at least 5 individuals that are diamond coaches. It means that beyond just those diamonds, they have people in their own organizations that have to want to care about their business. They have to want to be an emerald coach. They have to want to be hitting Success Club. There's so much that goes into being elite. And at first I let it intimidate me, because it was a lot of numbers and a lot of points, and I got an F in math my whole life growing up. So was not my strong suit, right? I'm like, I want to be elite, but I don't know what these numbers mean. But instead of letting it intimidate me, I looked at it and I said, okay, let's reverse engineer this to myself. If I need X amount of points to be elite, what does that mean for my team? That means that I need at least 5 coaches a month hitting Success Club 5. So what did I do? I went to my team and I said, who is willing to do this? Who is willing to take their business to this level so we can be an elite team together? So then you can set in a goal to be an elite team next year with me, and we can be able to represent the Knockout Empire with this title. And some people said, me, I'll step up. I'll hit Success Club 5 every month. I'll contribute 2 points to you every single month, because it's not just giving it to you, it's doing it for myself. It's growing my business and my family. And I've kind of used this metaphor, moving forward, is it really was a cool moment for me, because it made me realize that they had to be a cheerleader for me to go for elite in order to expect the people that they bring on to be a cheerleader for them to hit goals. And that we all have to realize at one point in our business, we have to cheer our sponsor on. Like, we have to be just as equally passionate about the why that they're fighting for and the goals that they're having, if we expect other people to do that for us. And intrinsically, I did that for my sponsor, Lauren. I remember when I first signed up, she reached out to me and was like, hey girl, so you hit Success Club 5 in your first day of being a coach. And I was like, I did? What does that mean? I had no idea, because I signed up my mom, my husband, and my neighbor. So I was like, what does that mean, right? And she's like, well, if you could go for Success Club 10, you're going to get more leads that next month. And so within my 7th day, I was like, it says I have 10 points. What do I do now? And she was like, okay, girl, I'm pushing for what's called 2-star. So if you could go diamond in 15 days, then I'll give you a $150 bonus. Now, I did not know how hard diamond was. I didn't know anything about it, right? But she made it sound easy. If you could do it in 15 days, then I'll give you this. And so I thought, well, if she's telling me it can be done in 15 days, then it can, so why not? So I pushed for it. And that's the only reason why I went diamond in 21 days, was because she told me to go for 15, and I did, and I missed, but I made it in 21. And so I didn't get a bonus, I didn't get a prize, I didn't get any of that cool stuff. But what it did for me is it showed me that only I set the limitations on myself. Because later, when I would meet other coaches that paralyzed me, kind of jokingly, like Ashley talked about how she was like, oh, it's Tarah. I did that with Christine Dwyer, with Mindy Longhorn, with Allie Upham. Like, every time I met these girls, I was like, oh, it's Christine Dwyer. Don't look at her. Like, she might know who I am. But she was like, you went diamond in 21 days? And I'm like, yeah, is that good? Is that a good thing? Like, I had no idea, because my coach just told me to do it in 15. And so that's what I want to do for you today. And that's what I want Ashley to start doing for you guys, is setting that standard of just hit Success Club 5 every single month. If you look at it like that, if you just put the word just before it, I just have to hit Success Club 5 every month. And if I do that, I know I'm going to contribute to a big goal that Ashley has set for your guys' team. And I know Kelly has set for her team as well. And you guys are all one big team. But every time you hit Success Club, that's contributing 2 points to being an elite, an elite team. And every time you hit 500 PV, that's contributing a point. And so everything that you're doing is contributing to a bigger scale picture. And that's why we want to announce a little bit of a fun incentive for you to do this, aside from just being selfless and saying, I want to work hard in my business, and I know it's also going to help us be an elite team. What is the reward for doing that? So Audrey Goff is one of our leaders on the Knockout Empire, and I knew she was wanting to be an elite coach this past year, so we're always kind of like a year behind. But I said to Audrey, if your team can rally together and do this, if they can become a family, a true tribe, because that's what it has to be, you guys. It can't just be these individual goals where you're like, sure, I'll hit Success Club 5. No, it is sharing what you're doing that's working. It's saying, here's my post. It worked for me. Tweak it a little bit in your own words, but take it. Like, what is mine is yours. Like, that's how I am with my family. I don't know if that's how you are with yours, but I'm an open book with my family. I'm just like, hey, let's talk, or can I help you? Or, whatever. Like, we just built stairs for my brother-in-law the other day because he needed us. But that's what family does, is you show up when they need you. So it's beyond just rocking your own business. It's sharing what is rocking in your business with your team as a whole, so everyone can rock together. But I said to Audrey, if your team can really pull together as a tribe and do this, then I'll fly you guys. I'll have you guys come to Ohio. All they have to do is pay for transportation. I'll cover the rest. But it's going to be a surprise as far as what's going on. So it's just a 1 day of spoiling for any diamonds that helped you get to elite, and any of the diamonds emeralds. Each diamond can take 2 emeralds. So it's a lottery system that we kind of will do, and I'll explain the details to you in a little bit. But what we ended up doing was they got to stay in a hotel right close to my hometown here. They got to come to my house, have breakfast. get professional hair and makeup done. We had a professional photographer. We had dinner reservations at a restaurant. I told Audrey, pick 3 off of this list. You're not going to know which one it is, but we're going to surprise you with one. And we had a stretch Hummer taking us around for the day. But we really just got to be together. We got to talk business. We got to brainstorm. We got to just meet the people behind Facebook that we feel like we've known for years. And that's really the magic that happens at these events, is just being close with each other and being able to sit in my living room with someone that you may be afraid to talk to, but you're like, I'm going to muster up the courage and I'm just going to go talk to her, because you're going to be surrounded by other elite coaches and diamonds and people where you think they've got it all together, but really they're probably a hot mess just like you. So you can learn so much from them on the good things and the bad things, you know, that they may feel like they're not doing very well, but they can also learn from you. So Ashley and I, we've talked about a couple dates, and this is also going to be open up to some of my coaches on my team for them to push to be elite. So you may be surrounded by some incredible people, but we've narrowed down it to be February 23rd for anyone that is a qualifying diamond during this period, and then the whole team in the 24th. So here's how you can qualify to come. You get 1 ticket for hitting Success Club 5, and this starts for July. So in the month of July, if you hit Success Club 5, you get a ticket. If you hit Success Club 10, you get 2 tickets. If you are an Emerald for the entire month of the pay dates on there, you get a bonus ticket. And that's going to be happening every single month. And so Ashley's going to have this elite team tracker that she's going to post in the team page just to update you guys to say, okay, so-and-so has 2 tickets. So-and-so has 1 ticket so far, just to say, you know, where everyone is at. And then at the very end of the year, the way that Elite works is that Ashley's got to be working her own booty off, making sure that she's got the points locked in. She's got to make sure that she's a paid 5-star. There's so many qualifications that she's going to have to be in charge of. But I know Ashley, and I know she can do it. So as long as her team is showing up and doing what they need to do, I know that she's got that locked in for you guys. So it's a mutual fighting for this kind of thing. But she has to hold in 6 weeks for 5-star in December. And then when she wakes up that very next day in 2017, Beachbody will call the people who have made elite, and they're like, hey, you're an elite coach. And so when that happens for Ashley and they call her and they say, hey, you're an elite coach, she then goes through her elite team tracker and she says, all right, who was a diamond that helped me get here? So let's say hypothetically for the Emeralds who are like, okay, I need more details about this. Let's say Ashley qualifies for elite with 7 diamonds. She only needed 5, but she qualifies with 7. All 7 of those diamonds are going to come. We're not going to just say we're only picking 5. All 7 get to come. So you have an automatic in if you're a diamond coach. So to you, hopefully that equates to being a goal of, I just got to get to diamond, because that's a for sure in way that I'm going to go, I've got to get to diamond. I'm a Ruby. That's how I think. So hopefully that's the way you think. But that's what you got to do if you want an automatic in. If you're like, okay, I would like to be a diamond, but literally the time maybe is not there, or you're having self-doubt on yourself, which you can all be diamonds. I'm telling you that right now. You can all be diamonds. But if you're telling yourself that, the second way that you can get in is being one of the secured Emeralds. So you have to at least have your Emerald rank, like I said, the last 6 weeks of December, but it's going to be a lottery thing. So let's say, for example, Kelly gets to be one of Ashley's diamonds. And let's say Kelly has 4 Emeralds. She's got 2 on her left and 2 on her right, but she can only take 2. Kelly's going to have her Emeralds go in for a lottery. And so whoever had hit Success Club every month, 5 or 10, or whoever was an Emerald every single month, they're going to have a higher chance than the person who waited the last 6 weeks to lock in Emerald and just get 1 ticket, if that makes sense. So you have more chances to get drawn to come for this trip if you're an Emerald, if you start now in your business. Don't wait till the last minute. You've got to start right now. You got to start in July. You got to lock in your Emerald. And there's so many more reasons why we do this for you, not just to incentivize you for an awesome trip, but because to be an Emerald coach, that means you're starting to store and bank volume. And I'm now a math guru. So I love math and I love numbers because I know it equates to financial freedom now and what I can do for other people. But you get to store volume. So it's like a savings account. So when your business does take off, you get to pull from all of this stored volume. And I know Ashley firsthand, you know, she got to do that for a really long time. So it's amazing when you're like, wow, where is this all coming from? it's stored volume. But the moment you lose your emerald, you lose all that. So why would you give away money for free that is yours? You've earned it. You've earned that spot in the team, so keep it. Get that emerald locked in. But aside from that, Success Club 5 and Success Club 10, you're getting Success Club leads that are paid customers. That's like free money. I've probably in my 5 years of coaching had over $40,000 given to me from free customers. So I've never talked to them. They don't respond back to my emails. Like one of them told me to go away, which is totally fine. I'm still getting their retail commissions, but it's free leads from the infomercials when people are calling into the infomercials. So I really want you to think in terms of, okay, I'm not just doing this for Ashley, or I'm not just doing this for Kelly. I'm doing this for myself, I'm doing this for my family, but intrinsically, I'm helping the team as a whole because we will be an elite team. We'll post some pictures soon on the venue and the fun stuff that gets to happen. I'm not going to tell you all the details. I like to surprise Audrey's team and kind of have that wow factor of them not really know what's going on because they didn't know they were getting professional hair and makeup. I took them to Lady Foot Locker and they all got to pick out a pair of brand new tennis shoes. So it was just really fun. It was a lot of just surprises along the way, but we'll definitely do some cool, fun things for you guys. Spice it up a little bit differently, but just those are the dates to keep in the back of your mind. But don't wait until then. Start now. Start racking up the points, and that way your name can be on the Elite Team Tracker when Ashley starts to post it. So, Ashley, if you would like to close or you've got any questions, take it away.
Yes, I just have to reiterate, one, this opportunity is amazing. I know for me, the biggest game changer in my business was when I was able to go to the event that Tarah was hosting for her diamonds. My coach took me as a guest, and it literally changed my business. I left that event with a complete different fire in my belly that I could do this business. I saw Tarah, I saw other diamond coaches. And before that, like Tarah said, they were faces on Facebook that seemed intimidating. I saw all the great posts that they would share, and they just seemed so together. And not to take away from the great people that they are, but when I got to the event, I realized they're regular people. And we had a bond and a connection together right away because we're all so different yet all fighting for the same things for our families. We're all fighting to make a way for, we all have a different why, but our purpose and our way we're making it happen is through Beachbody. So we're connected. So different personalities, different backgrounds, but we all had that same goal to really be together. I feel like my friendships with Beachbody, the tribe that I've created, the bonds that I have with you guys are my people. I feel like my other friends who aren't in Beachbody don't get me at all anymore because they just don't have that fire in their belly to push for something outside of themselves. They've kind of settled into that, oh, this is my life. And I know for me, I want more than that. And I know every person on this team, they don't want to just have that ordinary life anymore. You want to have that extraordinary life where you're pushing yourself and helping so many other people as well as helping your own family. So events are amazing. I would work my booty off if I were you to get to this event. Of course, being an elite team is a great bonus for all of this, but I think really having the opportunity to pick somebody's brain who's been a coach for 5 years is just huge. You would leave that completely changed. And of course, we go to Summit and different events like that, Super Saturday. Those are great Beachbody events, and I always encourage everybody to go to them. But there's something completely different than being with your girlfriends, hanging out and talking about life, laughing, crying, just being together. So I would do everything you can to be there at this event. I would love to run alongside with you and be there as you chase these big goals together. But I really appreciate Tarah for hopping on this call with us tonight. She is just so giving, so generous. I've met Tarah on several different events, and again, like I said, I used to be so intimidated by her, but she's just a regular person. And if you're sitting here thinking, well, Ashley's got it all together, of course I'd try and be pretty transparent that I don't. But we're just regular people just pushing really hard, really driven for some great big goals, and you could do it too. So I think if you get anything from this message is if you want this business, if you want to run, you just simply must run. That's all you have to do, just start. So thanks for listening to the call tonight. I really appreciate you guys being here. Post below if you have any questions or about any of the details, and I will make sure to get some photos of the event that Tarah hosted for Audrey's team so you can kind of see. I've been around Tarah. She likes to spoil people a lot. Yeah. So again, I think her love language is gift giving. And not to say that that's what this is all about, but just think about being together. And I can't wait to see where our team can go as we finish out 2016 in that final home stretch. Love you guys. I'll talk to you later.
Bye, guys.
Bye.